I do want to get into your experience so far with our services because you help your clients, but you need help managing your business. So before you signed on with our company, tell us kind of what your phone answering experience was like, what the onboarding experience like was with clients before, kind of what it was like before we took over.
When I first started the firm, obviously calls weren't coming in at a rapid pace, and I wasn't going to court all the time, so it wasn't terrible. I was at least able to kind of answer the calls. I try to avoid telling people when I answer that I am the attorney because
Mm,
then instead of wanting to schedule a consultation, they want to talk to you right then.
right.
And then what my first summer open, I had my first summer intern, and so she was full time answering the phones, and she kind of learned the onboarding process and how to do intakes. So that was fine. But as soon as she went back to school and I lost her, I had more clients. I was going to court all the time, and someone told me that typically clients will hire the first person that answers the phone.
Yeah.
And so you lose a lot of clients if you're having to leave a message. And I didn't want that to happen, especially as a new firm. So it's like, well, I need to find someone that I can rely on to answer the phone without, and I wasn't at a point where I could hire someone full time to do it.
Right.
Um, so I had seen answering legal ads,
Yeah.
and that was kind of what prompted me to do it. But it was definitely the Wild West to some extent before that. Of as long as I can answer the phone, then I'm great. But without having someone full time, once I got enough clients, if I was in court, it would just go to voicemail, and
Yeah.
half the time I'd call back, and they're like, "Oh, well, I already got a consult somewhere else." And
Yeah.
losing those clients can make or break a firm.
Right. And we've talked to a lot of attorneys who talk about the cost benefit basis, right? Hiring
Mhm.
someone full time, a full time receptionist with benefits and all that goes along with that rather,
Mhm.
versus having a firm like us come in and really just take over everything for a fraction of the cost. I want to talk to you, Erin, because you're one of the customers who took advantage of the free trial service, right? You kind of took a test drive and tested it out before you bought the car. So tell us what that experience was like and ultimately then why you decided to buy in.
I think I had court a few days of the week. I think I tried it, and I just enjoyed that I didn't have to worry about rushing to get to the phone.
Mm,
My phone service is great. Like I like the phone system that I use, but if I'm not home, sometimes my app on my phone won't ring, and
mm,
so it was getting to the point where I was missing calls, and at least I knew that if I did miss that call, it was going to someone. And I
right.
liked that it was a reliable service that I would get emails about the message. I could call them back when I had the time. And I'm not having to worry about checking my voicemail that's going to my email all the time and calling someone back at a certain time. I can just get that message immediately,
Mm.
and I can call them back immediately, or I just call them back like when I get out of court.